When the people in the house, they are very alleged to the government and true. How can you find? Then you have understood dynamics in the political calculation. But not in your presence. It's a political fight. Don't fight somebody who see people that what are the movies that have been there. The movie aside is the most known personality
is a product of the creation process.
Where a lot of things are against.
The 23rd of September 2025, we say good morning to all esteemed viewers across the globe. You're welcome to the program. Thank you for joining me this Tuesday morning. Always a good morning to you. You're welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you for joining us this morning. Let me say a special thank you to there's a Chima King Harry himself. God bless you all.
All right.
Of course.
Yeah.
Amazon, I said. Christina.
All right. And to all the viewers who have been supporting us on this platform, we say thank you so much. We are very, very grateful for what you are doing on the platform on a daily basis. Thank you so much, all of you. All right, to the comment section, I have Emma Osadye all the way from Germany. I say good morning to you. You're welcome to the program. Also, Tujare Moses from Abidjan. We say good morning to you. Williams Okameme is also here, all the way from United Kingdom. Thank you for joining us at this great Tuesday morning. Omoregbe Igbinoba, all the way from Spain, is here. We say good morning to you. Sunday Igba is also here. We say good morning. Raf Olu in the United Kingdom. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your consistency. We appreciate you all. Please drop your comments in the comment section as regards what we're having on board this morning. All right, let's quickly move down to the front pages of the Nigerian Tribune and the Punch newspaper. what are they saying on Fubara and President Bola Tinubu? Of course, the governor, the executive governor of Rivers State, Simela Fubara, visited the president yesterday in Abuja, and he said he had some discussions with the president, just father and son discussion, which I'll be looking at it this morning. What does he mean, or what did he mean by father and son, or father to son discussion? We shall be looking at it this morning. Tinubu Fubara in father-son discussion in Aso Rock. This is on page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Tinubu Fubara in father-son discussion in Aso Rock. That's what we have on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Governor seeks guidance on how to avoid further crisis in Rivers. Restate peace with Wike. Oye said it yesterday that you should expect another emergency rule in Rivers State, but I don't think that will happen with what is currently playing out in the political sphere in that region. I'm not sure if that would happen. But we don't pray for that.
I have a place for that anyway, but the governor has said that he will not tolerate any form of disrespect, that he's still the governor, and that Martins Ahowole, the speaker of the house, should respect him. It shows that maybe there must be something that might be playing out at the end of the day.
All right, and here we go with the picture of President Bola Tinubu with Fubara right here on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. We'll move down to the Punch. What is Punch saying? States intensify actions as 232 die, 121,000 displaced. Yeah, that's on a flood disaster. States intensify action as 232 die, 121,000 displaced. NEMA lists Niger, Adamawa, Lagos among worst hit states in 2025 as farmlands, homes destroyed. Now to page 12 of the Punch newspaper. Fubara consults Tinubu on Rivers peace sustenance. Yeah, on Rivers peace sustenance. How can we sustain peace in Rivers State? Let us avoid confusion. Let us avoid misunderstanding. And that's why Fubara visited President Bola Tinubu after lifting the emergency rule in that state. All right, we'll move down to page 23. NBS announces 4.23% economic growth. Labor differs. Now, I don't want to go far into all these headlines this morning. We have the ones to be discussed on the platform, and I need to read it out. This is from Kenneth Okonkwo. Kenneth Okonkwo. What was he saying about the ruling All Progressives Congress? What was he saying about President Bola Tinubu ahead of the 2027 presidential election? ADC will send Tinubu back to Bourdillon. I am not the one saying this. This is from Kenneth Okonkwo. Now, let me read out the reports on this. Nollywood's veteran turned a politician, Kenneth Okonkwo, has expressed optimism that the African Democratic Congress, ADC, will win the 2027 presidential election. Speaking in an interview on Sunrise Daily, the program Channels Television, on Monday, Okonkwo stated that the opposition party will not form the government, but also send President Bola Tinubu back to his home at Bourdillon. In 2027, we stand a chance in every election in Nigeria, but I wouldn't say the same thing for any election for which the primaries have been conducted before the coming into existence of David Mark leadership, because they were not part of the people that decided. All right, I don't want to go deep into this. I'm going to be very, very brief on the story. That is why I am saying the true test of ADC will be in 2027. The true test of ADC will be in 2027. We are going to form the next government in Nigeria and send Tinubu to Bourdillon. This is from Kenneth Okonkwo. But is Okonkwo overestimating the strength of ADC ahead of the 2027 presidential election?
Well, let me be very optimistic here, Mike, until we are able to see the direction of what ADC is going to bring on the table at the end of the day. It is not yet clear how they are going to form a consensus, collaborations, coalition, and be able to have a formidable force. Because I keep on saying it, Bola Tinubu is already armed in all ramifications. He's armed in all ramifications. So the only thing is not about what they are coming to say in the in conventional media that matters. What matters now is what are they doing to grow a powerful mass movement in that direction.
Mass movement against.
Oh, yes. Without that, then the issue that has to do with electoral act and electoral reform must also be looked at. I keep on saying it. Bola Tinubu is a master in dark politics. Kenneth Okonkwo, if they like, if they open the door, any contest opportunity, Tinubu will conveniently win that election.
Conveniently,
Yes.
comfortably.
Another major obstacle they are going to have at the end of the day is who they are going to put forward. Atiku. Because there is fear. I don't know what Atiku is planning, but the whole thing is not clear. We can't say that ADC will win that election if we have not seen clearly how formidable the opposition, the coalition is going to be. That will not give Nigerians confidence, because election is not about going there to vote alone. You must be financially ready. You are talking about a man who has shown that hook or crook, I am returning power. I'm returning to power 2027, and that's what Bola Tinubu. And all those, states, let me say swing states, Rivers, Lagos, Kano, is working seriously on the ground to make sure that at least he is well rooted in those states. And that's what you see. I told you that what happened in Rivers is becoming very clear that it was a deliberate, calculated, commercialized plan.
Are you sure it was deliberate?
Yes. But look, forget what Fubara is saying. They have started warning him already that be careful, or else another 6 months is coming.
Listen.
Right, Honorable Speaker Martins Ahamongole. And you can see he ran back to Abuja. Okay, they have come again, no.
To consult the
Okay, they have come again, no. They have come again. You can see the report on the Punch newspaper. How do they sustain?
How can we sustain the peace in Rivers State?
Not only that, the guy is saying this Ibasete, the former minister administrator of Rivers State, ran away with over close to 300 billion in 6 months. Where is the money? Fubara said, don't ask me. Wike is saying, why would you close into that money? And that is what they have gone there to say, Fubara. It's gone. It's gone. Leave it the way it is.
Money is gone.
It's gone. It's gone. Nobody should probe. Ete, Ibas. We are waiting for Fubara to see whether he's going to decamp to APC. Yes. because I saw Hope Uzodinjo in that place. The governor of Imo State. I saw him. In fact, it was the one that was welcoming Fubara. But we don't know what is going to happen at the end of the day. But what I'm telling you is this. If the coalition forces are not formidable, Nigerians are not finding it too funny now. And it looks like the president doesn't care anymore. Apart from the heat that is ongoing now, I think, these are the things we need to understand very clearly, that Wike, if care is not taken, Bola Tinubu will say, oh boy, I've had enough, please excuse me. Because by the time Fubara start dealing directly, anything can happen with Mr. President, anything can happen.
I'm coming back to you. He visited the president yesterday, seeking advice or guidance on how to avoid further crisis in the state. I'm talking about Simdala Ifubara, the governor of Rivers State. Did he make a good move?
Mr. Mike, good morning. You're welcome. Good morning, sister. You're welcome. I'm Mr. Ojolaide. Yes. You see, Fubara, I said before I came on set, I said Fubara I just started doing what he should have done before. He's decided to now begin to seek, guidance, counseling on how to tread softly in governance, in seat of power. Unlike the grandstanding, I'm supposed to use that word for him, but I don't know any other word I can use. Unlike the grandstanding way he started approaching governance that time, whereby he was stepping on toes on the structures that brought him to power. Now he has really learned lesson, Mr. Mike. Fubara has learned lesson. Otherwise, the owners have gone to trouble to now see you, my masters. How do I say this time around? So that, yeah,
I don't want crisis.
I don't want, but I know nobody needs to tell him that the alarm is already planted.
How can we sustain this peace?
Yes, graveyard peace. I will call it graveyard peace. Knowing fully well now that
Graveyard peace.
Yes, graveyard peace. Which was not there before. It was having absolute peace before. Now it's having graveyard peace now. Knowing fully well that now that landmines have been planted in the place, all over places. The House of Assembly is not controlled by him. Get my point? And now the local government chairman too is not controlled by him. These are landmines already. And maybe the state judiciary, even the state judiciary now will be retracing their step from his solidarity to the main power that's controlling the state now, because if the chair of the state, two structure of the state, the local government is not in the hand of the governor. The House of Assembly is not in the hand of the governor. The state judiciary will not want to be alone. They want to follow queue and join where the power lines now. Maybe the state judiciary now is no longer on the side again now. So that time, one structure of the state is now on the side of Fubara. It's alone now. Fubara is now alone. So that's why I said maybe he's now learning what he's supposed to have learned before. To now see how he could tread softly, and so going to Asura is to solidify the peace they have put in place for him. Okay, this is how to go about this now. Unlike the grand way or the former way I've been studying. So I think it's the right step for him to have done that.
I don't want us to stay long on the issue of Rivers State. We're discussing it on this platform. Now let's go to what Kenneth Okonkwo said yesterday about sending President Bola Tinubu back to his house, his home, BOURDILLON.
Yes.
Well, what do you have to say on that? He said it's all about sending Bola Tinubu to Lagos State, to BOURDILLON, or just trying to win power, or it's about what they are bringing to Nigerians. What should they be talking about? Is it sending Tinubu to BOURDILLON, or what they are bringing to Nigerians, or bringing for Nigerians?
Mr. Mike, in policies, war of wars in form of propaganda or in form of threat is allowed. if you make a threatening propaganda statement, no, let me propaganda. If you make a threatening statement politically, it's send a kind of shiver. That is a kind of website. That is part of the body of your opponent. But the issue is that when you are making such a threatening statement, is there any theory on ground that can cause the opponent to shiver by a statement? When you make a political statement that you think it should cause the shiver, there must be something on ground to cause that the opponent will now look at and say, yeah, really, there are things on ground. Are there anything on ground in terms of ADC? Type of structure, that's number one. In terms of the candidates they are going to put forward, is it a formidable candidate? We need to have a direction of who is likely to come up from ADC. That's number 2 position. Then number 3, what about the electoral system that will manipulate the election itself? Is it in the grip of ADC? It's only that structure that we need to begin to see. Number one, the candidates. Number 2, the structure of the APC itself. Number 3, the political system that would drive the election process. Which one of them is on the side of ADC? None of them is on the side of ADC. There is no clear cut of who will pick the ticket of ADC. Are you sure Obi can defeat Atiku in that race? I even learned Jonathan is coming on the floor of ADC. Who is clear winner, likely winner that likely will be the winner of the ticket that can put a pressure on APC? We have not gotten it. And it's a process that will be very big. The election system, it hasn't been tampered with to be transparent. The annex chairman, the annex as a body, these are the other ones, and the structure of ADC itself. So without all this being properly put on ground and see the election is going, I don't think that assessment is a threat enough to APC and Tinubu until we see the party candidate who has the mind. Is it Atiku? Well, if it's an Atiku, it's a minus for ADC. I'm telling you. If it's Obi, well, let's see how it will go. Then electoral system, the INEC, the chairman, the rest. Is it the same electoral system that we had that we see minimal election? I'm surprised. The terms and conditions of electionary process of the INEC. So under who is it going to be the INEC chairman? Then what about the structure of ADC itself? What about the awareness? What manifesto is being? So all these things need to be put in place. We have to see that these are the structure we must see on ground to know that ADC is talking talk.
All right, away from that, let's quickly move down to Omoyele Sowore versus Wike. The saga that is going on. We've been talking about Wike buying properties for his children, buying properties for his families abroad. There's a problem on ground now for Nyesom Wike, the FCT Minister. Now, let's quickly read this. Human rights activist and former presidential candidate of the AAC, that's African Action Congress, Omoyele Sowore, has said that steps are underway to secure an international arrest warrant against Nigeria's Minister of the Federal Republic, for the Nigerian Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, and extradite him to the United States for alleged money laundering. I think you started talking about this.
Yes, Mike, I mentioned it. People didn't take it serious. I mentioned it. A lot of people are wondering, where you coming?
Sowore has accused Wike of using stolen funds to acquire luxury properties in Florida, US, in his children's names. Said the old Nigeria's FCT Minister Nyesom Wike won't escape accountability this time around. This is from Omoyele Sowore on his ex handle.
Mike, I mentioned this in, I think that should be last month or early this month. You know,
Last month.
Yes, and I made it very clearly. A lot of people were asking me, how did you manage to get this and that and that? But it's okay. It's okay. But we saw what happened. Not only that one, he's going to ICC. This weekend, he's going to ICC. So Sowore is not going to take it lightly this time around, because when you said that somebody is a criminal, and you came out and said that this person should go to jail, bros, you can be a criminal without being convicted. You can be a criminal without being convicted. You can commit a crime which you know you committed a crime without being convicted. That does not make you an innocent person. It's not until you go to court and bring court order showing that this is it. And now let Wike come and deny the voice note where he was ordering to kill INEC officials in River State. The evidence is there. He said it, I will kill you. Wike said it, I will kill you.
Oh yes, so you've always criticized.
Bros, yes, let me tell you. He said, Sowore as an activist and Sowore as a politician.
Okay.
These are two different things. Two different things.
Well, on this case,
as an activist, bros, a UK activist has instructed Florida to bring out an order for immediate arrest of that man there you're seeing there. He's a criminal.
Do you think he's right by pushing for extradition?
Is it coming from you? It's not coming
He's
from
one
you.
pushing for it.
It's not coming from him. That is what the law. When you violate US law, then you should face the consequences.
Would you call that money laundering?
Because when you are using, from the revelation we had, it's like he claimed that his wife is a senator in the US, but so that he can be able to acquire that property. But you know the kind of what is the wife doing? What is the children doing to acquire that kind of property? He saw the land issue also, where he, corruptly brought his child to go and acquire land in Abuja. You saw it now. Those things are there.
And you don't see this as political witch hunting?
Bros, which kind of witch hunting? Anything that would make sure that we can face the consequences. Because everything has time. There are nemesis. Things will come a day. When you were shooting people, you know people. Someone mentioned it. That you will face years that they have evidence of how many people he massacred and killed. Okay, look at the man. Are you trying to tell me that the general that accused Wike of bribery, tried to bribe him during the election, and he rejected billions of naira? You don't want to tell me that the general is lying? You can't tell me that this man there. That is lying. It's not possible.
What's all about this drama,
Mr. Mike? See, while we are talking of a egalitarian society, we should be devoid of any sentiment of any sectionalism. What I will say about this matter is that I want the truth to come out, and I want Wike to be put on trial. Let him go through the judicial process. Let him go and defend himself. I'm not an advocate of rascality or nonsense. Anomaly. If there's any allegation against Wike, let him come up and stand trial and face. He's a lawyer. Thank God he's a lawyer. He's not another person like me who have to run. Yeah, he's not. He has a lawyer as well. Let Wike come out and defend himself from allegation. I will still call it. It's still the realm of allegation. It's still the realm of allegation. But let Wike come out and face trial and claim himself, clear his name. That's my position on it. I'm not speaking for him. I'm not defending him. I'm not, allegation of you squandering money laundering, spending money to buy acquire property, falsification, name it. So let him come out and defend himself. Let the full course of the law take his due course on him. It's not about the law. You see President Trump before he won the second election, standing trial in New York. He had been convicted. They are only waiting for him to be sentenced before he won the election. After the election, after his stand up, he go. He sits in the court and judgment will pronounce on him. So Wike is not above the law. Once the allegation is made against him, let him come out, defend himself. Thank God he's a lawyer, like I said initially. And if he's free of it, move on. Come back home.
All right, some viewers are giving kudos to Omoyele Sowore this morning in the comment section. Having Kuruka only saying, well done. Sowore, scripture says that evil persists because good men and women are quiet.
Yes.
On to the next one. Nothing will happen to Wike, just like I said. They will deal with Fubara and heaven will not fall.
I have, bros, let me tell you, for those who are calling Wike, those who are referring to Wike, you know, as if he's something else. Wike is just like any other politician in Nigeria. Yes. You know, I don't see how the paparazzi around Wike, what is it like? You know, outside Bola Tinubu, we think that Wike should be. He has already said it. I am Tinubu's agent. Agent for what? Are you agent for destruction or agent for whatever? He said it very clearly. He's a man that he said he went to law, he studied law. He has never gone to law school. He has never been in any court. He has not been anything. Wike has never won one single case in his life as a lawyer. So there's so much about this man that people need to unveil. Okay, if you are doubting what that is not true, this thing that is happening now, I said it over a month ago. Now, the first note, is Wike going to deny that one, that he was instructing an ENAC officials who wanted to rig or who wanted to disobey his instruction on how to rig election, that he will kill him personally? Is he going to do it? It's everywhere now. But they will be silent because it is in their camp, it is in their interest. You can see what the whole thing is resulting to. Now, there is going, if they're going to be, if US is going to implement any form of ban, it will start from that man. I remember, Wike has been in their list for a very long time of corrupt, deadly politicians. One of them. It has been in that list. Maybe it is time for them to really activate it. I want Wike probe so that he will come and tell us those who instructed, the GOC instructed to enter Obibo and kill thousands of people there. Those who are in secret cell in Kaduna, Wike should be. That's what Sowore is talking about. There's a lot about this man that needed to be unveiled.
Should that be the reason for this latest development from the United States of America? The US mission says there's no visa for corrupt officials.
Mr. Mike,
in Nigeria,
there is no sympathy for criminals, for crime, and there's no time lapses for any crime committed. At any time in life, if an evidence is discovered for commission of crime, it will be brought up against the alleged criminal. I'm not saying criminal now. I'm saying alleged criminal.
But should they be the one deciding for us?
See, Mr. Mike, justice all over the world. Justice is international. Justice is all over the world. If you commit a crime, you can be sentenced wherever you are. We have seen cases wherever US go outside their territory, go to foreign countries and pick up an offender against the law of their land and tried and jailed. So if you guys committed an offense, the body was jailed in our former senator who was for organ trafficking. The his name. Senator
James Iborina.
No, that was for organ was jailed in UK. Iborina was jailed in UK. And now this woman too was our former minister, President Jonathan, was also going trial. So there is no hiding place for any criminal. Wherever you are hiding, as far as crime is alleged to be committed by you, alleged. I'm using the word alleged. I'm not calling you a criminal. But I'm alleged to be committed by you. You are liable to be. I mean, do you know President Putin? That's the ICC.
And has stopped since then.
No, Mr. Mike.
Has it stopped?
Mr. Mike. President Putin.
Those prosecutions.
President Putin has ICC international warrant order on his head. If he goes from Asia to any country, he can be arrested and be tried.
Have these arrests and prosecutions to stop corruption?
It will stop it. It will stop it. It will serve.
Even the president said he has ended corruption.
It will serve as a deterrent for some people to chicken out. Some people don't have the heart of going in to commit a crime. When they see Mike, the question I want to ask you: why is it? Are we not seeing such thing in China? Why are we not seeing corrupt allegations often and on that has become a traditional culture?
Doesn't mean there's no corruption.
But very difficult. Now you go in, you are hanged. No, don't worry. I can see how Xi has been able to sanitize China today.
Can we implement such penalty in Nigeria?
But let me tell you, all these guys, if they like when they use Shango, we can work. I believe can be implemented. But it must start from the leadership itself. If the leadership wants to push corruption-free society, is found corruption as well, then it's a waste of time. Let the leaders themselves start by declaring their total asset openly, and let the public move out and go and verify it.
All the government says to is to talk. Someone taking money from foreign sources to be doing lifetime activism in Nigeria.
Okay.
Same guy whose wife and children live safely in America. Same guy whose wife and children live safely.
It's Nigeria. The Nigerian government not taking aid from foreign countries. So they take it a crime.
So you see what I'm saying. See, that should not be an excuse. Sowore is Nigerian. Yes, I agree with that. Nigeria also they're also collecting ground.
Julius says Sowore is an attention seeker. We'll move down to Ikoroka. The spirit of over 1,000 innocent IPOB youth killed in Opigbo will continue to haunt him. That's Wike, right?
Okay.
Baba Yaga says people don't understand the kind of mess that has put us in. On to the next one. Baba Yaga still on this. Nothing will happen to Wike, just like I said.
Okay.
They will deal with Fubara and heaven will not fall. Heaven will not fall on the issue of Wike. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I really appreciate your contribution. Good morning, Kunle. You're welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning, Mike. Good to be with you again. And happy New Day. Happy New Day. Thank God for life and thank God for every supporters of the Global City Stand. We honor you and we welcome you and we give you that grace that you will never lack.
Thank you, Mike, for having me. And we have to say we thank God for life, for seeing another new day. I want to say a very big good morning to our esteemed global viewers on this platform, both in the diaspora and in the country. I say good morning to you all.
All right, from calling Mr. President criminal, when the president visited Brazil, to dragging the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike on the issue of money laundering. Don't you think this is dangerous for the ruling All Progressives Congress ahead of 2027 election? Of course, Wike is working for President Bola Tinubu.
I think nothing is dangerous. And you see Sowore is biting more than what he can chew, as it is now. And you see,
is he fighting people working for President Bola Tinubu?
He's fighting the APC. You see,
whether we like it directly or indirectly, Nyesom Wike is on the side of APC as regards election.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and that APC, that Wike, that route that is going now, he cannot even hand it when the whole thing started, And you see, the Sowore is more or less like a loudspeaker. It's like a noisemaker, And about Wike, you say, I want to tell Mr. Wike that keep on doing what you know how to do best in the infrastructure. I think I can give it to you as the best infrastructure, the governor with the best infrastructure in the whole Nigeria, as I'm talking to you, among the governors. So Wike, keep doing what you know how to do. Just don't listen to all these distractors. And I can tell you, when nobody talk about you, you are nobody. And you are nobody to be, right? So they keep talking about him, and he's progressing. And no matter what anybody is saying here, no matter the social media fallacy that anybody is saying to diminish Wike, when the goods was going on then, all of them embraced Wike. But the sin of Wike was he joined APC, and about what they just accused him of doing about the Igbo killing the Igbos. Wike did not, they are just manipulating him. I can say it wholeheartedly. Wike built a world-class place for them to trade, for their trading. And he invited Obi that day that look at your studio people, and they have been blackmailing me, but me, I will not pay them back with badness. Okay, this is the shop I broke, and this is what I rebuilt for them. And they were even clapping for Wike. So you see, I always say demonic issues of the Nigerians, some of the Nigerians I can say are demonic, and once they get that demon into them, they can go any length to diminish you. You could see what really happened, and we can see it here likewise, what really happened, with the Nigerians diaspora that brought his own demonic to the platform there. So we can see that Wike is on the right track. He is a lawyer. With the corruption they are, labeling him on, let him, he can go to America as it is, and he can call himself. And then they will now ask him why he needs to be under the, under the court, jurisdictions. Then he will not be able to answer himself, because Wike is a lawyer likewise. His wife is a lawyer. I think they are not a baby in the practice of in the law chambers, so they are not babies. They will know how to defend themselves, and I can tell you heartedly, the Wike you are seeing, you should give him respect now. You should give him respect.
Wike has not laundered Nigeria.
Yes, I can't say that everybody is a saint. We ourselves here, who is a saint? Nobody is a saint among us. So if you're a saint, raise up your hand and first be the person to crucify Wike. That is the issue of Nigeria. Those people that are talking about Wike here now, that's diminishing him, are not saying Wike is saints. Likewise, I'm not a saint. Are they saints? That is it. Are they saints? No, they just manipulate, Jankara stories that Wike is being wanted in America. I can tell you, Wike will go to America and defend all those atrocities they are labeling on his head. Please, you see, one thing I hate.
What if he's found guilty?
If it is found guilty, it's just to pay some token to the American government. That is just it. It's to pay some token, yes. Because what Trump is looking for money, seriously. So it's to pay even the Trump that will look into his matter. Trump is under trial as it is. So is even Trump a saint likewise. So go and bring a saint from the heaven for us to see in Nigeria here. We always we are more holier than Pope in Nigeria here. But when they start opening the yash now, as fella will say, then they open the yash. When they start opening the yash now, they will know that, these Nigerians you are saying, the more they look, the less you see them, right? And as it is, Wike is good to go, and Wike is doing well, and let Wike breathe, as I always say.
All right, the comment section is there, but before going to the comment section, let me ask Mr. Vincent this question. Is he exposing corruption or just chasing clout? I mean, Omoyele Sowore, on the issue of this.
You see, by all standards, I've always said it on this platform, and in many other fora that I have been privileged to speak. I think, journalism as the fourth estate of the realm, holds a pride of place in terms of shaping the society on a good note. And Omoyele Sowore, even though I disagree at times with most of his actions, but there are some things that he does also that is welcoming to common sense reasoning. I want to say here now that what he has said about Wike having laundered money, Wike is also in the spotlight of the U.S. government, and likewise many other officials of this government, and even once before this one too, they were all under the spotlight of the United States government. And for United States government to have come out to say that they will deny some corrupt officials from entering the country, I think that is a country that has an institution that is working, a functional institution in place compared to what we have here. And moreover, investigative journalism, I think Sowore has been able to do it to some point. And I believe that I should give kudos to him on that, even though I don't like his persona, because I'm a realist. When somebody is doing something, we should applaud him. And before the now, he did mention that Mr. President is a criminal. I condemned that word on this platform, that he could have used a better way. Pushing across his view on Mr. President. Though, having said that, I think He also came again to say that he was not going to retract what he said about the president. That goes to show that he has some information at his disposal. That is why he is so confident. You know, he said it with so much gusto, with so much panache, and I believe that Sowore should be applauded for that.
All right, Kule, people are responding to what you said this morning. All right, Prince David King says Mr. Kule will always defend criminality even when the evidence is steering. Also, clear. That's what he wanted to write there. Well, even when the evidence is clearing, very clear in his face, we can't move forward. I am a saint by God's grace. All right,
He's a saint. From what planet?
and somebody said, Anthony Kiritiku said, Kule, the reason why you are supporting Wike right now is because you are working. That is because he is working with President Bola Tinubu, nothing else. So that means the reason.
I have to give kudos to them. They have been an enlightening, more constructive this time around, because I myself have been a victim of propagandas against me. I've been a victim of diminishing attitude, and I've been a victim of body eating. You know, that is the most dangerous thing that you can ever have, and some people even commit suicide on that. But you see, anybody that is on this platform now, either is a diaspora that has not, propaganda, does not embark on propaganda of issues to come out, because I had it, I witnessed it, you know, right from the onset, before the first time of President Bola Tinubu. Only him, I was able to carry all the propagandas, all the, atrocity against me. But I have forgiven all of them. As I said, I don't have permanent enemy. So to me, anything Wike has done, go and face him, take him to the law courts in Nigeria. Yeah, the diaspora can sue him, right? Likewise, they can sue him of what any atrocity he has done. So don't just put it on the social media platform and start dishing it out. We don't even know whether the social media platform they got it from is the right one.
But the Nigerian government has not even said anything on this.
What do you?
Not, probed in on this, Mr. Vincent. Why?
You see, Wike is still in government. I think he's still serving the master, as it were. And the way it is now, the romance is still very, very good. He's a jolly good fellow, as you can see. And he's doing the bidding of Mr. President. But what I want to see, how this romance will pan out at the end of the day. Because, prior to the now, we had the like of El-Rufai also once had a romance with this government. But at the time, but now, we have some kind of crevices in that relationship. And I want to believe that even it is human nature to agree and disagree. I want to believe that Wike's disagreement with the master, as the current stands, is going to be another theater to watch.
And don't you think Sowore's push for you will undermine Nigeria's sovereignty?
You see, when we talk about sovereignty, do we really have sovereignty? Is it not on paper? I think it amounted to a form of armchair terrorization by saying that we have sovereignty. Because most of the things that happens in this country, in this crime, also has the toga or the vision of the outside powers. And I want to believe that there's nothing that happens here. Nobody is being okay, let me take you down memory lane. Why were all the presidential candidates before the now traveling to Chatham House to have discussions? I see that Britain or UK is the place where they are going to call a campaign. Then it shows that I would say sovereignty might have. And we are not totally independent. We are still tied to the April string of the colonial masters. As long as we continue to play it this way, we will not really get what we want as a nation. Because when you say independence, I think every view, every policy, you have to put the plight of the masses at the center stage of the policy. And that is how governance is being performed in every civilized world.
All right, it's Minister posting that his children and wife, George, in Nigeria is American citizens, and the 4 to 5 billion naira they bought in US 45 billion naira house. Okay, they bought in US with your taxpayers' money. It's not worrying you. This is Emmanuel on this.
You see, I can say I'm not directing my message
Somebody
to
said,
them.
I think the reason you're supporting Wike is because he's working with President Bola Tinubu. Working for
I could see his work. I could see his footprints in Rivers. So when I see good thing, I praise it and I appreciate it.
So it's not all about.
It's not all about working for Tinubu. Yeah. Speak for him. He's an hardworking guy, and he deserves any best things you can have in the world because his people love him. And it's just Yoruba will say, "Jalode Loridowe." If not the fight between him and Fubara, nobody will have been talking about all this trash they're saying. I can tell you utterly, and I love hardworking guys. And Wike is an hardworking guy, and he has transformed our state to states. You can mention any other states in Nigeria, Lagos, and that you will not mention, Rivers. Those are the two power block of the nations that supply majority of the, money that Nigeria feeds on. You can go and verify what I'm saying. So Wike, he has tried. And if he has tried his best for the Rivers need to compensate him, and Rivers need to do what? Recognize his presence in good governance. I can tell you, in good governance.
All right, don't you think the election of President Bola Tinubu is on the blink with what Kenneth Okonkwo said yesterday? He said it to us that the ADC, that's the African Democratic Congress, will send Tinubu back to his BOURDILLON house. Aren't we supposed to be considering a third party force like ADC?
What do you call the guy name?
Kenneth Okonkwo.
He's a political marabout, right? It's not stable. He was once with APC. Then when he's
Labour Party.
From Labour to APC, he worked for APC and he disowned Labour that time. So when such attitudes talk, I don't listen to them. They were looking for relevancy, and I don't even know. I've never even forgotten that somebody like that still exists. So to me, he's still looking for relevancy with the ADC, and the ADC is going. That's how they always start. They will now say they are being marginalized. They are being the majority of the bloc APC. These are the Fulanis. These are the Fulanis politicians. And they're talking of you want to liberate yourself, and instead of being liberated, you still want to put yourself in the den of oppressor, in the den of marginalization. So I think good luck to him. But when the bubble bursts now, don't come back and say you are being marginalized, because there's no how you can have a soft landing in that party. There's no how the Southeast can have a soft landing in that party, because Atiku is coming out as the presidential candidate as it is, either you like it or not. They've paid the way for Atiku to come as the presidential candidate under the ADC.
All right, I'm still coming to you, Mr. Vincent. Can President Bola Tinubu make the prediction of Kenneth Okonkwo unrealistic in 2027?
Before the now, and against using armchair terrorization in giving approbation to electoral value. I want to say that when we talk about election, it must be seen that concrete planning is on board. But up to the now, I told you earlier on that I'm a realist. I don't see ADC as a party carrying the yearnings of the generality of Nigeria to the center come 2027. And I equally mentioned that if I thought there's going to be a shift of the pendulum come 2027, it has to be APC-led government versus the mass of Nigeria. And I have my example from the Egyptian experience. And when they all mass at Tahrir Square in Egypt against President Hosni Mubarak, you know what happened there. Hosni moves out of power. I believe that gradually we are gravitating towards that kind of scenario. And I'm not trying to say that ADC as a party has every panache or muscle to carry our yearnings as masses of the people against the all progressive led government. But it is now the Nigerians. APC is just a party. I believe a tough force will come on board come
2027 that will wrestle power from the APC-led government.
Thank you very much. The APC people that are wrestling power with the APC government, they are not fighting battles. APC, as it is, has 2 million votes as it is, and my votes, I'm going now to add up my 2 million registered voters, in the archive now, and I'm going to add up my own this morning. So let's see how you can defeat a party that is well structured, and you people just wake up from the slumber overnight and you said you want to capture power. Power na yam to capture. Good luck to you guys. But to me, I'm going to register my own vote.
All right, let me quickly attend to this message by additional Abdul. Good morning, Mr. Mike. How did you receive the 100K I sent to you yesterday? The message on how to share it. Additional London, Mr. Additional, I received 100,000 naira yesterday, but I don't know the person that sent the money. And I've not seen any place you told me to share the 100,000 naira. You told me to not disburse it to people. Please kindly send it to my WhatsApp line. Yeah, send it to my WhatsApp line so that I can do the needful. The number is 091 2742 0575. I do pin it in the comment section there. 091 2742 0575. I received the money yesterday. I don't know the person that sent it. Yeah, I don't know. I think I was asking somebody here yesterday. I was telling somebody that somebody sent me 100,000. I don't know the person. So the money is with me. Please kindly tell me how to go about disbursing it. Thank you so much. All right, I really appreciate you, Mr. Vincent.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Michael, and I say good morning to our viewer across the globe. Say thank you for always being there for us. Thank you very much.
All right, gentle.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
All right, it's a father-to-father discussion. That's what I had with President Bola Tinubu when I visited him in Abuja. This is Fubara on this, on how to sustain peace, how to avoid further crisis in River State.
Well, as it is now, we can say that there will be a peace in River State with what we are seeing Fubara is doing presently now. I think after all the brouhaha, I think the storm might be over with what we are seeing, because Yoruba will say, when you see your oga, there's nothing you'll be able to do but just to succumb. So I think the man he has considered it, and he thought the best thing for him is to comply with that Wike and Tinubu, which it will involve so many things: financial aspect of it, political structure aspect of it, and every other thing. So I think that's the best thing for Fubara if you want to enjoy his administration.
Can you manage River State, no? Gentle. Fubara, can you manage the state well? Of that state.
I think, yes, he has no choice as it were. The only alternative for him is to perhaps resign if he feels very uncomfortable with the current structure that is being put into. So I have maintained, Fubara has left a governor that was elected. He has now been officially appointed as the governor of that state. So most of the structures have been taken, virtually all the structures of that state have been taken off him. So he has no control of anything in that state. So the only option left for him is to either resign, which I doubt he will ever consider, or to comply with the current arrangement, which I believe is going to follow, because most of our politicians are not ideologically based. They are not ruled. They are not ruled by their convictions in terms of leadership. Most of the time, it's all about work. So that's likely to be the situation in Rivers. He has not visited his father, as the paper reported. I think he has visited his grandfather. He has a father and a grandfather. His grandfather is in Asuro, while the father is also in Abuja, Nyesom Wike. So he's ready to work with them. He's been humble enough to comply with the current agreement. I think that's the way to go.
All right, let's move down to another topic this morning: Sowore versus Nyesom Wike, the FCT Minister. Is this fight against corruption or political rivalry?
You mean Sowore?
Yeah, is it political rivalry that is going on, or is fight against corruption? And on this issue of on the side of Wike, is it too difficult to probe Wike in Nigeria, or what? Why is Sowore pushing for US intervention?
I think that's the best place Wike in this moment. But somebody like Wike, you know, my challenge. I wish this kind of a thing will make him sober, but he will not, because you cannot say a shameless man. Yes, Wike is a shameless man, and they have Nigeria politician, and average Nigeria politician know how to corner bet everything. When they asked him, he even said that house was purchased by his in-law, and he even said that his wife, as a judge in Nigeria, and some of his children, that they are American citizens. So the best thing, it's very easy for him to say they are the owner of that house. No. And how can you say somebody that is working should not have money? So all these kind of things, I think Sowore just help us to just expose sake for anybody. If you want to use it against Wike, if you just want to use it against him, just for just expose. But I don't think there's anything serious about it.
Wike said he has no evidence.
Even if they have the evidence, Wike told us that it was his family that bought it, and if there is anything in it, let America summon Wike. If he answer them, or they said they are going to deny any corrupt politician visa. Is it not Nigeria politician? What is special about America? If they don't go to America, they go to Dubai now, or go to France.
Or the US government has the right to police Nigerian politicians? Do they have the right?
Yes, so if it's happened on their own soil, you know that land, that house is in America. And America, that particular state, Florida, said that anybody that buy any property or establish in that place with the proceeds of a corrupt activities, that they are going to deal with that person. And I don't know how Wike want to do it. You know, when you say you are a troublemaker, one day will be one day. You will see somebody that is more, that has weary promise. My mommy will say, you know, when the vow like to pick something reddish. The day that we pick ember of fire, we will not know. Maybe I wish this one will be ember of fire or Wike big to get burned a bit, but I doubt it.
All right, gentlemen, can you get out of this messy allegation against him? Is it possible?
What Sarah Reporters has been bringing, turning out for some days now, it's a damning one for Nyesom Wike. Some of the documents have been released by that agency, and I think the onus is on first, even our own anti-corruption agencies to look at those documents. Nobody has said Wike is guilty as now. He that alleged has the burden of proof. Those things hasn't been proven in a court of competent jurisdiction, which must be the procedure to follow before you can actually say yes, you have committed this crime and you go down for it. So, but documents have been released, as it were, and I think anti-corruption agencies within our own space should also look at those documents. They've also written to the Attorney General of Florida, from what we gathered, to proceed with that probe and all that. So things are still under investigation, as it were, and I can only hope that it turned out well and just not one of those media trial. Allegations have been made, Sowore should be to produce substantiate those evidences and all of that, those claims, as it were, in the court of law. And I think our own EFCC, ICPC, all the C's that has refused to see in this case should also take advantage of some of the documents that has been released and see if there are grounds to probe this person and perhaps let him have his days in court, Michael.
Is there any way this will affect the president, Mr. President? Because you know Wike is working for him.
I don't think it will affect Mr. President. It can only affect him if the case is in Nigeria here. If Nigeria EFCC is working and they're ready to work, but it's obvious now they will not work. They will not work. Even if they are working, they are not going to work against Wike. This is not the first time Wike has been bashing with a lot of accusations. Start from accusation that he acquired land and he sold it to some of his children as cheap, and that he even bought some. There are a lot of allegations. If you want to talk about allegations against Wike in Nigeria, there are so many of it. How many of it have they? Our agency. How many of it are they ready to open the file? They are not ready. They see when they choose to see. They close their eyes when they. I maybe see something and I say I don't see it. So that one is very, very obvious. I'm not sure it's going to affect Mr. President. And not all these our politicians that you are looking at them, they don't have shame and they are not afraid of anything. You chase them from America, they go to Dubai. You chase them from Dubai, they go to France or UK. They will ask you, what are they doing in America? What are they selling in America that are not buying in Dubai?
The US are stretching the visa ban.
That's what I'm saying now. Let me tell you, don't know.
Can it stop corruption?
It cannot. It cannot. UK is ready to welcome you. You're a criminal. You stole money in Nigeria. Go to UK. They are ready to welcome you there. Dubai is ready to welcome your proceeds. So even if somebody want to rest, they will not go to Dubai. Dubai is one of the best places to rest. You don't know. So I don't know. America, if America ban their visa, there are so many. When our president don't look for where to go again, he get to St. Louis to go and buy St. Louis sugar for us. So what are you talking about? There are so many places around the world where anybody can rest or even buy property. So deny them. Oh, so recently, Musa was denied visa to Canada. So I don't think it's a big deal to an average Nigeria, a corrupt-minded person. If you see an hardened criminal, nothing fear them. Somebody, a hardened criminal that they just set free from prison, he will still go back and perpetrate the evil. Cannot shame the shameless person. That's just unfortunate.
Gentleman Mike, US visa ban on corrupt leaders. How far would this go in curbing corruption?
Michael, I think some of these international partners, as it were, should also stop this hypocrisy that we get from them from time to time. Sowore was addressing, I don't know which country, outside of the country recently, and was telling them that even the proceeds of crime in our country comes to you guys. He said it to their faces there, that the proceeds of crime come to your country, and you are aware that those things were stolen. But until something is open up, that is when you begin to see action, even from and I wouldn't blame them. If you mess up your own country, then you shouldn't come and blame me for your woes and all of that. So no nation is trying to help you not to be corrupt. That is not really their intention per se. The proceeds of some of these things end up in those countries. It is when it is now open up that is when you get to see some movement and all of that. It is the same America that told us that they want to release a dossier of the current president. That FBI was about to release certain information concerning the current president, and they've shifted ground about twice now, if I'm correct. So we see some of this hypocrisy even from the international communities from time to time, and so when anti-corruption agencies are not doing their job back home, and yet international countries where those funds will likely end up equally become accomplices in this matter, then the fight of the fight to end corruption may just be staying.
All right, Omoyele Gunova says, and thank you so much, Mr. Femi and Gentleman Mike. I really appreciate you guys. I love your analysis this morning. Kudos to you guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, Prince David King says, Mr. Mike Adekunle, keep doing what you know how to do best. Every good work comes with reward. God bless you and keep giving you wisdom as citizen progresses.
Amen.
Thank you, bro. Love you too, Prince David King. We appreciate you. Also, Obi-Wan, thank you so much for telling us, Gentleman Mike. All right. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, viewers.
What would you say about Nyesom Wike?
Nyesom Wike.
The problem is facing. Are they targeting people working for Bola Tinubu?
Definitely.
2027 election or what?
Definitely, Mike Adekunle, you should expect that. I thought of this, simultaneously, and I believe such things like this is coming aboard.
So the move was political.
It definitely is political. Even the crisis in Rivers State, that involve Fubara and Nyesom Wike and some non-state actors there. It's political, observing the footstep of APC becoming a dominant in that very state. The fingerprint that APC is going to win Rivers State, and imagine the opposition party and the individual non-state actors, who are merging together, putting heads together to make sure they destabilize the government of APC and also to destabilize the leadership of Nyesom Wike, to cancel his good handwriting in Rivers State, together with Fubara himself. But it's so unfortunate that Fubara somehow he concur with them. They are long run. He saw that this is the beginning of his political downfall. He quickly stepped back, and calling out for amendments, and which the Mr. President and the Nyesom Wike and other House of Assembly has eventually decided to temper a mercy on him. So presently, like you earlier said, this is political accusation. This is political challenge to Nyesom Wike. So I will tell you that among how many ministers have been appointed under this very government, from what we are all expecting from them, 100%. Wike is the only that has delivered 75%. To Nigeria, which
as a performing minister, right?
As a performing minister. So I will tell you that Nyesom Wike, for me, it's just an accusation, forceful accusation on Nyesom Wike.
What's your take on this issue?
God bless you. Good morning to our viewers. See, when you say Wike, you see what we are practicing here now is a mafianistic democracy.
I expect the Nigerian government to.
You see, it's not possible.
Is it untouchable?
It's untouchable. You see, a Tata will tell you say Wike is untouchable under Jagaba eyewash, because it's a second in command. If you watch the film, it's like a second in command. In a film, he had past Minister of Information. He was set for PDP, removing one of his leg, put it in APC, dismantle the architecture of APC in Rivers State and make them ungovernable. You understand? At the end of the day, see what happened now? Fubara has succumbed, but what about the will of the majority of the people of Rivers State? See, let us be frank with ourselves. I believe that millions of Nigerians believe, country 27, there must be a dramatically change of atmosphere of government. Government must change, and we should remember that country 27, you never go for that throw anymore. It's a game of throw. We will leave there. Somebody was there yesterday. Wike is not the only governor of Rivers State, but now it's not an emperor overnight, and that emperority will expire, and the hierarchies on the world will expire, because we are seeing enough of them. They are wrong. They are wrong.
Yeah. What should the government do on this matter?
Well, good morning, Mr. Mike. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. May God bless you people and stretch you. So, for what I'm seeing, like yesterday, I watched Today's Democracy in AIT. I heard what about two people say about Wike, and they said that Wike is a power husband, because he said that one of them said that he said he's minister for Wike under his regime, but Wike can never listen to them. It is what Wike would say, it's what they will follow, and then they say cannot say anything. Reality, this is what Wike try to bring under PDP, when they will not take him on as a vice under Atiku Abubakar for that 2023, because Wike is a power hustler. This Wike is one that generated problem in Rivers State. I will not blame Ahmed Tinubu. It is Wike. And Wike need about 50% of income what is coming out in Rivers State. Once the buyer said, no, it's people that choose me. Let us do it for the people, not for you alone. This is how the problem of Rivers State rise up. And the man said, according to him, he said that all the people that the local government election they did it, Fubara have already did it, the court reject it. And Fubara is about to do it back again. The next thing that come out, they stepping down and put state of emergency. There's no killing, there's no problem in River State. They put state of emergency. The man said, when they are killing people, but in Benue, have president put state of emergency because of the multiple of Wike. Now Wike, for what they say, and Omoyele Sowore said, I will not say it's reality or not reality. Let him go and face it. If Nigeria government is a government, they're supposed to challenge Wike. If Nigeria government has really a government, Wike have a question to answer if they will do it. But if the international want to use their hand do it, they will do it. Yes.
Do you support visa ban on Nigerian politicians? I mean, corrupt politicians. Do you support visa ban?
100%. 100%. Because what they do is not good. They are not giving the citizen the good example. They are not giving the citizen. So if America or the foreigners want to ban them, 100%. Any of them. If they're China.
Visa ban on corrupt leaders. Do you support it?
Partially I support it, partially I didn't support it. I support it partially, basically on if you are being found guilty, you know, or being corrupt or embezzling government property, Nigerian property, or trying to siphon Nigerian banks, you know, such individual can be denied a visa. But come to look of it in other way around. Who are those who want to deny them visa? Is it the UK government? Is it the American government? These are one of the high, the most corrupt country. If you talk about corruption, you know, they are one of the genesis of our problem, even up to date. You know, fine. If social commissioner, social minister is moving our money down to those countries, I don't know where. Didn't they know their standing? Didn't they know their stand, their capacity, their personality in society in Nigeria before they take our money down there, and they accept the money there while they are using to trade as well to build up their own economy? So I don't see it coming. Actually,
all right. Can visa ban on corrupt leaders stop or put an end to corruption in Nigeria?
You see, when you say visa ban, we have been hearing of visa ban. You see, the reality language there is, you see, allow them to enter your country and trace their activity. You not locate where they are bringing money to. They are looting our money to that side. You ban them. There are many places to go. Let them in and do things that Nigeria will say, okay, when we hear say social governor or social senator at the capital looting millions of social accounts, also ban. Who hold the person responsible? But now you say this ban, you ban from America, can't go to UK. There are many countries, there are millions of countries. So allow them and set trap and catch them and let us know.
All right, thank you so much, Adebayo. I really appreciate you. Benjan, thank you so much. All right, all the viewers all over the world, we say thank you for joining us this Tuesday morning. We'll be back here with more interesting stories in Nigeria. I'm Michael Adeklo, the anchor of the program. And please, if you're watching for the first time, do subscribe to the channel. Tell people what is going on here. Propagate our city stand. Let them know what we are doing here on a daily basis. And to Mr. Adeshina Abdul, please send the list to me. Send the list to the number I called before. That's 091 27 42 0575. Let me do the needful on what you sent to the platform. I appreciate you. This is Chima. Thank you for joining us. So Fabiano, we appreciate you. Thank you. We have Big T Prince. We appreciate you. You also joined us today in the comment section. Also being well, also joined us. Kiruka, we appreciate you. That is Oyabo, Williams Okameme, Andrew Kujimi, and the rest. Chuke Meka Nandi, Papayaga, Pascal, Ikwe Mere, we appreciate all of GOA. Thank you. CO, Tony, thank you so much. All of you. We love you. Goodbye.
Right, you know, it's a practice paper affected every movement.